Hey guys, Jay of JPVideos here. Are you looking for a drone that has a 720p camera and an altitude hold, but don't want to pay an arm and a leg for those expensive GPS drones? Well, if so, I have one right here that you might want to check out. Stay tuned and I'll tell you all about it. Alright guys, this is a Syma X5UW drone. And I'm sure you know what that W means. It means it's a Wi-Fi FPV flyer. Now we're not going to be testing it today with the Wi-Fi FPV app. I'm mainly focused on how this flies and how the camera works. So if you want to find out how the app works, there are other videos online that you can check out. This is going to be mainly a quick unboxing. We're going to do a flight test and a camera test, and I'll tell you my thoughts about it. I'd like to mention too, this was sent to me by the people over at DoDoeleph. They sent this to me free to review. There's no paid sponsorship or endorsement, so I'm going to tell you my thoughts, good or bad, about it, and hopefully it's a good investment for you guys. Alright, in the package you get a little accessory bag that has your charger, a micro screwdriver tool, your micro SD card reader, and your prop guards. Next up, you get a full set of spare props. You get a smartphone attachment that will mount to the controller. And you get not one, but two batteries. Here's the controller. As you can see, it's a very basic controller. It has a couple top buttons here. On the back here is where your phone clip will mount into. And basic functions is your throttle, up and down, your yaw or your rotation left and right. This is your pitch, forward, reverse, and your roll left and right. Buttons on top, you have a photo button and video button. You also have a one key land and takeoff and your 360 flip button. Now to calibrate the gyros, you hold both sticks down and to the right. To adjust the trim, you just press in, one push on your throttle button, then you can adjust it with your right joystick, whatever direction needs to be trimmed. With your right directional stick, one push will control your rates. You have beginner mode and expert mode, which will be followed by a series of beeps. So here's a look at the drone. It's a nice candy apple red color. It really shines nicely in the sun. Also comes in a blue color. It's an average sized drone. The back area here is your battery slot. Top is your power button. You just hold it in. You do have LED flashing lights on all four corners of the motors. The only thing that requires installation is the camera. When you get it, the camera will not be attached. It's just a small plug that you plug in and you twist it into place. Now the one key thing that really stands out to me is this actually comes with its own micro SD card. Very few drones come with these anymore, and if they do, they charge extra for it. So this comes with a 4 gig card, which is plenty of room for flying around with your battery time. Battery time on this does range from about 9 to 12 minutes depending on wind and the environment and how fast you're flying it. But just the fact that it comes with this micro SD card, that's a big thumbs up by me. So we got a fully charged up battery. All you do is line up the plug in the back, lock it into place, and to power it on, we're going to hold the power button. It's probably hard to see, but we do have some flashing green LEDs that shows you that it's powered up. Once you do bind the controller with it, they stay solid, and then you're ready to fly. Okay, what I'm going to do now is get everything ready to go. I'm going to stand behind the camera and I'll try and get some footage of it in front of you, and we'll test the features and functions, and we'll definitely check the camera quality. From what I've tested it, it seems pretty on par with a 720p camera. Not really much jello or jitteriness, and it's pretty clear for a toy grade camera, toy grade quad. It's quite impressive, so you guys will see for yourself. So let's get going. I'd like to mention too that there's two ways to fly the drone. You can fly it with your controller that comes with the package, or through your mobile device. Once you go into the app, you will have some joysticks that you can use on the screen, or you can use it by a gyro mode where you just tilt the phone and you can fly it that way. But to get the best range and the best control out of it, use your controller. One other key fact too is that when you're using the FPV app, you will be limited to the range of the Wi-Fi. When you don't use the app, you will get greater distance just by using it as a line of sight bird to fly around and get some footage. So keep that in mind. Now to take off, there's two ways. You can either hit the auto takeoff land button, or just use your left throttle stick. Press up on the, down and up on the throttle stick, and it activates the motors. Now before we fly, I do want to mention I did get a grain of sand in the one motor, so it is going to be a little bit louder. I unfortunately can't get it out, but it is still flying, so just keep in mind this isn't how it normally sounds. It is much quieter, but there's an error on my part. I kind of laid it down in the wrong place by accident, and unfortunately I did get some sand in the motor. I tried to clean it out, but there's still one or two pieces in there. Now to take off, you can either hit your one key auto takeoff and land button, or you could just go down and up on your joystick, and then it activates the motors. I'm going to hit the photo button now if you will take a photo. And we're going to hit the video button. This is the yaw speed and beginner rate. There's a breeze here today, so it's taking it. 2 beats, now we're in expert mode. We got some more pitch and speed out of it. As you see, it is hands-free. The wind is pushing it, but that is typical with the altitude hold drone. We're going to try the flip function. Let me get it closer here. Didn't like that with that sand in there, but it did flip. I'll try one more. And you do have to keep the flip button held in, and then you just press your directional pad. I am flying up farther away, hopefully getting some nice views of the ocean here. hands-free flying. It's pretty much hovering in place there. That's very stable right now, no wind. It's maintaining its orientation there. Now I'm going to try and hand catch it here so we don't try and land in the sand anymore. Alright, so success, we caught it. No more sand failures. So that's a look at the Syma X5UW. Again, this was just a flight test and camera test. I didn't bother going into the app. There are other videos online that you can watch to show you how the app works and how it functions, but it's pretty much the same as all the other toy grade drone apps out there. It's going to function the same way. It has your onboard controls on the screen, but I prefer to fly manually with a controller. You have much greater range and control over the drone itself. Now please keep in mind, this is not how the drone normally sounds. I did get a grain of sand in the one motor. I'm going to try my best to get it out once I'm home, but unfortunately there's an error on my part. It's something that the drone did wrong. I placed it down and it kind of tipped, and I just can't find the grain of sand. I tried cleaning it out, but it still flew, still functioned as it should, and I highly recommend you guys getting this. The only downfall with this, I personally see, is that it's very lightweight, so on a windy day, it's not going to be a great flyer. You can fly this indoors, put the prop guards on, or a day like today where it's nice and calm, just a slight breeze. Beginner mode works, expert mode works better, and on really high windy days, I wouldn't recommend flying it. You'll probably lose it. Other than that, it's a great color. From the camera footage, it looks really well for a toy grade camera, toy grade drone. But if you want to pick one up for yourself, this retails for $79.90. It includes free shipping, and it's basically everything you need to start flying. You get the drone itself, a whole set of props, the tool bag, the prop guards, 2 batteries, and your SD card. That right there is worth a decent value. I'd like to thank the people at DoDoeleph for sending this out to me. It's a terrific product, and I also will put a link down below not only for this, but for a coupon code where you can receive an additional discount off the purchase price. So if you do have any comments or questions about this, feel free to drop them down below. I'll do my best to answer them. And I ask that if you enjoyed today's video, let me know by giving it a thumbs up. It's free and it only takes a second. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and turn on your notification bell. That way you'll be alerted every time I do new uploads and new product reviews. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.